Hey guys, Grizzly here, and I'm coming at you with another Shadow Era commentary. This is once again a pre-recorded game. I usually don't like doing these, but a fan asked me to do it, said it would be a good game, especially for giving some advice to newer players, so I'm going to give it a shot. Okay, so we have Majaya versus Xana Mist. We see Xana Mist get out an early Blade Runner. A good solid starting enemy. However, we do have that Flare card out. I forget its full name. And as a defender with a 2-1, it does strike first during any attack, which means a Blake Windrunner attack would mean death for the Blake Windrunner. We see Priest of the Light go out, but it gets fireballed by Majaya next turn. I always have a problem with this, how quickly the games move. Majaya with a solid counterattack, eliminating both the Blake Windrunner and Priest of the Light very quickly. Let's see if I can slow this game down. I'm going to lower it to 1 and see if that helps. Oh, I remember now. Alright, so we see Dark Flare attack Xana Mist, and then we see the Armored Sandworm come out for Xana. Now, that is going to be a very tough card for Majaya to get rid of, potentially. She does use her special ability, but because of that 2 damage reduction, it is only 1 damage instead of the traditional 3. We see, after that, nice slow sword swing. Ugh. We see, after that attack by Majaya to the Armored Sandworm, okay, you know what? I'm not even going to finish that sentence because, wow, Tidal Wave, eliminating everything on the field, including that Armored Sandworm. Now, that Shadow Knight would have been a tough enemy to take down for the Sandworm. And now we're going to see, I think, one of the more tactically ridiculous, not ridiculous, but incredibly thoughtful strategies, which is the Shadow Knight trade, which, if you can't get around it, can be absolutely brutal. So what you'll see is this Shadow Knight is on the field, and we know there's another one in his hand. Or, because when he played the Shadow Knight, the one in his graveyard returned to his hand. So Armored Sandworm kills the Shadow Knight, and it's now in the graveyard. And Deathmage Thaddeus is still on the field. So this turn we see the second Shadow Knight played, returning the last Shadow Knight to Majaya's hand. This is a, I guess it's a classic. I don't see it very often in high-level play. This is the classic 2 Shadow Knight rotation. And it's not the hardest strategy to defeat, but it can be if the enemy player gets an edge over you. So at this point, there's one play that could really give the Armored, or the Xana, the ability to shut this down. What she has to do is kill Deathmage Thaddeus before she kills Shadow Knight. And we see her kill the Shadow Knight. Now she needs to attack, or the Sandworm needs to attack, and he does, killing Deathmage Thaddeus, and that should end the Shadow Knight rotation. So we see Xana heal her Armored Sandworm back up to, I believe he's up to 4 health now, and with 8 on the Brave on the field, he will be a 3... Nope, I think actually he's back up to a full 5. He will be a 3-5 with 2 damage reduction instead of a 2-5. I believe we saw Dagger of Unmaking go down. Yes, we did. For Majaya, whenever she attacks with that against an enemy ally, if that attack is non-fatal, that ally will return to Xana's hand. So it's really good for keeping that Armored Sandworm at bay. But it does have to be a direct attack, and I believe it has to do combat damage, so I don't think it'll work on Xana. And Xana doing everything she can to eat up the durability on that Dagger of Unmaking. It only has 1 left, and down goes the Shadow Knight, but because the Deathmage Thaddeus was above him in the graveyard, the other Shadow Knight does not get returned, and we see another Armored Sandworm go down. So Majaya's in a tough spot. Dagger of Unmaking is destroyed. 2 Armored Sandworms versus that 1 Shadow Knight, and the rotation has been ruined. So we see Deathmage Thaddeus go down, and Shadow Knight skipping over Xana and going directly for, skipping over the Armored Sandworms, going directly for Xana herself. We see a Wulven Tracker go down. Now, those 2 Armored Sandworms, now 3, don't have a ton of attack, but the problem is that they are very tough to kill because of their massive damage reduction of 2 damage reduction. and that's pretty impressive. So we see Armored Sandworm take out one of the Shadow Knights. I'm sure we're about to see the other Armored Sandworm take out the Wulven Tracker. Yep, there it is. And now we'll see what Majaya can do. She has one Deathmage Thaddeus who cannot hurt the Armored Sandworms. Going straight for Xana, she's down to 9 health. Lightning Strike will do 1 damage to the Armored Sandworm at least. Majaya bringing him down to 3. Another Lightning Strike will bring it down to 2. But this just shows you the strength of those Sandworms with that 2 damage reduction. It is just absolutely brutal. And they can be very, very tough to kill. Xana healing herself back up to 6 health. One of those Sandworms finally taking out that Deathmage Thaddeus once and for all. So well, we knew that was coming. Armored Sandworm attacking Majaya. And she is down to 10 health. Now she does have enough health to last her through 1 more turn. Healing Touch being played, getting another 4 life back. It's now in a tied game, except Xana is in a drastically worse field position. We see Deathmage Thaddeus hit the field, dealing 1 damage to Xana Mist, but at this point that thing is just going to die next turn. Fireball goes down, bringing her down to a mere 5 health, but I think 5 is all she's going to need. Priest of the Light bringing her back up to 6 health, and at this point, I don't see how our Majaya can turn this around. The two of the Armored Sandworms going to take out that Deathmage Thaddeus, the third one attacking Majaya directly, down to 8 health. So unless Majaya gets enough direct damage cards to take out Xana this turn, there's just nothing for it. She does have plenty of resources, a good thing. We do see Sapphire Armor, I believe that card is called. Let me take a look at. Can I pause this game? No. Damn it. Alright. Well, it is a weapon, it looks like. I'm sorry, guys. I can't get a... No, it is an armor, and I can't get a look at it, but I'm pretty sure I know what it does, which is that anytime someone attacks her, that ally is frozen. Now, Xana did use up all the durability of her... all of her allies almost attacking, but she only needs that 1 Adon to finish this game. Oh, but she did use her Dagger of Unmaking to return Adon to the hand, so at this point, you know, she does have a snowball's chance in hell. It is a snowball's chance, but it is there. We see Wulven Tracker on the field. Xana with 11 health. Not really sure... Really nothing she can do. We see Wulven Tracker strike out. Direct damage card goes down. Remember that Wulven Tracker allowing Majaya to draw a card. Majaya attacking directly with her Dagger of Unmaking. Does she? She has another Fireball. Oh, what an upset. And that is the game. Oh, Xana must have been so pissed. Alright, well, what a clinch win there. Pretty lucky draw of cards by Majaya, but still a well-played game by both players. Very spirited. Yeah, wow, I'm still reeling a little from that. That was a big turnaround. So, don't forget to rate, comment, subscribe. Thanks again to both players and to Wulven for creating a great card game. Check out my other video series, A Noob's Journey, if you haven't already, and I will see you guys next time.